Welcome back, RnR Talk, Episode 5. We're here on our second day in Crestwood, Illinois. Just finished up Game 2 against the Windy City Thunderbolts. We had our series wrap yesterday that you can kind of catch the Game 1 recap, but we'll recap it as well in this RnR Talk. So, Game 1, an extra inning win, 1-0 in a game that saw 9 shutout innings on both sides. Really, really good pitching from the Y'alls. 10 shutout innings in all, led by the ace, Ryan Watson, followed by 2 innings of shutout ball from Ross Thompson, Gunnar Groen, who got the win, and then Kent Kleiman in to shut it down in the 10th. That was a game that did not see the offense have their usual offensive power. No extra base hits, only 6 hits for the Y'alls altogether. What really stood out to you in that game?
The pitching obviously stood out. Some big moments in there. Made some good plays in that game. The offense, I thought, we knew coming into it we were going to play a little bit different. Craig was out on that day, so we moved Ed up in that 2-hole. Move a little bit, thinking a bit more base running. You got to have good base running here. Got to get in scoring position. It's hard to hit. You're not hitting the ball out, especially if you're trying to. You might run into a barrel, but as far as looking for those deep drives, the field kind of takes care of that itself. Man, it's a graveyard here, so we knew coming in it's different. It's tough to score. So talk about low liners and shooting the middle a little bit. And I thought that first game, we did. We had them loaded up in that first inning, and we led a couple of those opportunities. I felt we had good runners scoring position. How many innings? There's runners scoring position.
Yeah.
I felt like throughout the whole time. So it was just a matter of time. I thought the pipes were going to burst. And so it felt like we were in control of that aspect of it, and the pitching on the other side was locked down when we were playing. So it felt like a matter of time. Come down to the obviously extra innings, and it was a well pitched game. They threw their guys, they threw their best. It was fun. It was fun game to be a part of.
Yeah, definitely good pitching on both sides. We know one of their guys got picked up by the Rays. I know Watson had a few people looking at him.
Yeah.
So definitely some good pitching on both sides. Watson's coming off that pitcher of the week, and he extends his scoreless streak now to 10 innings, had a season high, 6 strikeouts as well. A lot of good things out of the pen. But you mentioned it, I think leaving runners in scoring position and then the base running were probably the 2 things that hurt us the most. Obviously, still won the game, so you can't harp on it too much, but 2 pickoffs, caught stealing. Me and you spoke. I wanted to know, Ashton Creel had the green light. You said, everyone has the green light there, but just give me your philosophy on the base running and that kind of play.
We're trying to teach baseball. Trying to have a team full of baseball players that know how to play the game situationally, know how to control the count, and know not to be afraid to fail to do it. Like I said, we'll pay our down payments early in the season to learn things that we will take care of and not do later on. Rather than me punching buttons and telling them to do something just because. I want them to be aware of the situation. I want them to be in the game with everybody else. That's what a team does, and that's how teams beat other groups of players. That's the way I see it. And so, everybody's got the green light. I wanted them to test their boundaries. I thought he did that on his lead yesterday. Still working on some timing. I think it'll make it easier for him because athletically and just naturally, he's going to be able to outrun and steal some bags, but he could make things a lot easier on himself. We had I thought we had easy first and third, too. We could have got 2 and got us easy run a little bit earlier. I think a little bit of lapse on the bases. But we talked about those. The good thing about coming out with that win is we could make those mistakes and we could come out and still learn the lessons without having to pay the price of the loss. It didn't work out today as far as some of the defensive miscues we had, and then somehow I thought the lapse of attention and some counts to take control of. This one was a little bit more bitter to learn those lessons, but still lessons to be learned to move forward. So that's my philosophy as far as on the base running, and we're teaching the right things, making sure guys understand the situations, and guys are picking each other up. So it's, to me, they're never really pivotal moments of the game because we're still trying to find out the roster, find out the team, and we're only 5 deep. So it's so early that all these things just observation and teaching, because hopefully by the All-Star break, the team knows exactly how we want to play, like how we're doing things and how we're playing the game and how we're being aggressive, and they know the guys who are going to put the brakes on at the right times, running in the right counts, running in the right situations, and moving guys over. So I'm happy with the way we're doing it. I'm happy with the way it's progressing because we have been fortunate enough to get away with some mistakes in every single game we played, and still coming out 3-2 right now. I'm feeling good about it. Just feel like we gave that one away today rather than getting
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah, I mean, it's showing resilience to me regardless. Yesterday, a 1-0 win in extra innings. That's good for the guys to, obviously be shut out throughout the whole way through, but still be able to find that energy in the 10th inning. You bring in Langston Ginder to come pinch run in the top of the 10th. Yeah, and he's able to avoid a tag at the plate, kind of amp everyone up. Kleiman comes out, is able to shut the door, stranding runners at the corners. Not an easy thing to do once you inherit that guy on second. So I thought a very gritty win on Tuesday, and then today as well. I mean, you're bouncing back, and you win that game Tuesday. It's the first game coming off a long travel day.
Yep.
You're getting in kind of later, midnight here in Central Time. Then you got to wake up early, able to shake that off. Then you come out today. You put up 3 runs in the first. Obviously, that gives a lot of energy, but then kind of held still. Only put up 1 run in the 5th, another in the 8th to tie the game, and then you obviously have the run in the 10th. But how is this kind of weathering the storm of going up and down with how you guys are battling offensively and defensively? How do you as the manager kind of weather that?
As far as the flow of that game, kind of like that.
Flow of the game.
And the game it's a game of momentum. I always see it that way. Game of momentum on both sides, and I think both sides can swing that for the team. I think 3 aspects of it: the pitching can do it, the defense can do it, and the offense can do it. At home, I think in that first series, offense is offense is riding high, took the pressure off the pitching. And defense is solid, made some big defensive plays that got that momentum back. So we always had that momentum rolling. You can see it shift a little bit with all the free passes in that game number 2. They had the momentum on their side. They were dictating the at-bats a little bit more. That's kind of the way that one ended up rolling out. We were never able – offense was fighting back, I thought. But a couple things on the defense and the pitching side kept it a little bit even and allowed them to keep that momentum. It was like today. I thought we had a lot of momentum going in after that first and throughout the game. And then we had those miscues on both sides, defense and offense. We gave up that on the pitching side. That 3 spot we gave up in the 4th should have never happened. We gave them all those. It was a ball in the infield, it was a hit batter, and it was a misplay in the outfield, and it was a wild pitch.
Yep.
So all that was, we gave them. That kind of gives them back the momentum. And then I thought we tried to fight back a little bit.
So since this area just got hit with a massive
And,
hailstorm, everyone's rates are. I'm sorry.
You let it play through, man. Look at my hair's all met. I got skull cap thing too. My skull is like so tight. I got wrinkles in my forehead already. My wife's gonna kill me. She's gonna make me get some Botox or something. But the momentum, I thought the momentum in that game, we had it, and yeah, that inning, I thought they took it back a little bit, and then from there, we gave up 1 a pop right there. They scratched another one through.
Mm-hmm.
And then that solo homer, I thought we fought back, did good, but it was never really took control of it again. So I like to see how the game's playing out like that, and it did. Early on, it felt really good. I didn't think we made a whole lot of mistakes after that, but that 4th inning, and that momentum shifted, I don't think we really found a way to get it back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that 4th inning that saw 2 errors, one by Jeremiah Burks at third, the other in Langston Ginder in left. I wanted to ask you about that. Langston Ginder, how much time did he spend in left? I know he's traditionally middle infielder. How much time did you guys have him in left, through competition camp and all?
Working through camp, we were out there. He was taking reps in both. So he was taking reps in a little bit of center, left, infield, all the spots. So as far as strict hard time out there, consistently working, no, not much.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to get him in there, wanted to get his feet wet, and to me, he is athletic and he is good enough. That ball, he just picked up the run. He looked to see if the guy was going home. He took his eyes off it for a second and clanked off his glove.
Yeah.
I know he was feeling it. That would have been an easy first, third situation, and then we're ready to roll, get out of that. But it didn't happen that way. Tough lessons. Thought he had some good ABs today. Thought he hit the ball hard. He moved over what he needed to. And I was hoping he'd get that one in that.
Yes.
In that 10th too. I was going for it too. I thought he had a good AB though. He had just a really good swing. Saw some deep counts. I was really impressed. But yeah, he was new out there, fresh out there and left. Like I say, it's early, and and I want everybody on this team is going to contribute. So we're not looking to just give guys days off, flip-flopping the lineup. Obviously, we want to find some consistency, but within these first couple of weeks, I need to be able to have everybody on my team that made it to play to find out what type of consistency we turn into.
Yeah, and we spoke about this early in the season. Doesn't show up in the stat line. He's 0 for 5 through regular play. Actually, 0 for 4 through regular play. 0 for 5 with the strikeout in the 11th there, but. Moved runners over, a couple times in a scoring position, which was nice to see, and I know you love that situational baseball. Top of the order, 1 through 4, each of them accounted for 2 hits apiece. That's Chavez, Massey, Fuentes, Zeisler. That's great to see at the top of the order. Tell me a little bit more about Josh Hudgens today. What did you see for him? I didn't even know. I knew it was going to be 3 runs against him. I thought there was at least 1 earned, but they gave him no earned runs. So 4 technically shutout innings of unearned ball, and then just the errors hurt him on that side. What did you see from Hudgens today?
I thought there was some tight spots. I thought he ran some counts deeper than he needed to run counts. I thought he could have been a little bit more aggressive with his fastball. I think there's a little bit of lack of fastball command feel today. So I let him break balls to get back in counts. But I thought when he tried to get ahead with his breaking balls early and was missing with those and was pinning himself with some heater counts, it was kind of when he incurred some damage.
Yeah.
And allowing them, take advantage of having some big free swings and fastball counts when he wasn't able to get it over or prove that he can get his breaking balls over enough to force the action. So that's what I thought it was. I thought he just ran the counts too deep, falling behind a little bit, finding himself in those 2-1s, not winning those leverage counts. But he battled through those first couple pitchers in traffic and got some help behind him. I'd say everything kind of culminated in that 4th. But he was on a bullet count. I mean, we had him at 85 bullets going into that game. Didn't want to send him back out for a full inning. Wanted to start off fresh. So keep him at 4 innings and building him up still. But no, I'm excited to see his stuff. I think he could use it a little bit better. Obviously, we had Hank behind the plate first game catching back there. Want to get his feet wet. He's going to be doing some of those duties backing up too. So it was the first matchup for those guys to pitch. Take their own game. I think I was talking with Hank a little bit earlier. I think he learned some good lessons from that, just how to read some pitchers and how to be able to know who to talk to and how to talk to them. Because to me, it's all about, it's not necessarily communication, it's a connection. Like it's making sure you form a connection and knowing who it is you're working with, not just communicating the right things, saying the right words. It's not saying the right words. It's not it. It's what's behind the words. So I'm glad he got back there, but he learned a lot. Hudgens, hoping to see him extend a little bit and get back and get a little bit of a breather because we'll have those 2 days off, so we'll have about a week off. So hoping to see him back fresh and we'll hopefully stretch him to 5 and 90 this next one.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. Far too many 3-2 counts. Obviously, in the exhibition game where you saw him on the bump, a lot of strikeouts here. He only had the 1 strikeout. So if he gets a few of those pitches to fall in, then
that's because he used all those early in counts and missing with them and wasn't able to get too late.
Yeah. So if he can kind of fix that, I'm sure it's a different stat line for him. But either way, we go into extras here, and obviously get a sac fly, put us up 6-5. You give that right back. Obviously, it's hard when you inherit that runner. Kleiman did a great job yesterday. Terwilliger, still very good. Just really hard to do against Encarnacion, who got that RBI.
It's hard to do. I thought a little bit. We'll look back at it and talk with him tomorrow about it too. I'll look back at that pitch selection in that count. Full count break ball. Got a cap and broke bat. Yeah, it's broke bat. But looking at the course of that at bat, how it came together was fell behind a little bit, fell into a fastball count, threw a fastball, hooked it down the line hard. So he was cheating on that. Hooked it hard, foul. Went to a 3-1 count. So it was 2-0. He took that big hack, foul down the line. And then we fall 3-1. And then we go heater. Middle in, blow his doors.
Yeah.
In a fastball count. Same count, trying to cheat, he cheat. And then I thought we should have threw the breaker ball. It's hindsight. We're talking hindsight. He keeps it down, buries it, he's personally to the top of it, yes. But I thought we should have used a little bit of our eyes right there and keep attacking that guy, force the action right there, and throw a heater and beat him again. That was, to me, the only knock against Ben. It's not a knock at all. Because, a lot of things can happen, broke bat flare. Because holding that runner a second, man, is tough to do. Eliminating it at 1 and keeping it right there is exactly the job.
Yeah.
So I thought he did a great job. I mean, I'm pointing out the only thing I saw that I could question that could have changed the course of that is not throwing that break ball.
Pitch selection.
Full count.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, the inning, you gave up the run, but the inning was highlighted there by the T.J. Reeves gun out at home. How exciting was that?
Oh, man, it was big time. And it was lining up, too, right off the bat. I was like, he's got a shot. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see, because I watched their center fielder throw. He's got a good arm. But I was seeing how the ball was actually carrying. I was like, from that spot, I was like, TJ's got it. And, yeah, right on the money, man. It was nice. It was good for him, too, and he needed that. That was huge.
Yeah.
I thought that was the momentum taking us into that 11th. It's like, hey, we're going to be hit, fellas.
Me
like,
too.
Let's do it.
That was big to see. T.J. Reeves unloads the cannon and able to gun down, which would have been the game-winning run at the plate there by a few steps, honestly. I knew it before the umpire had even signaled that it was out. But let's get into the sudden death play. So for those who don't know, Frontier League, 11th inning is sudden death. It's just a half inning of ball.
It's called the Pelfrey rule.
This is what I've heard.
It's the Pelfrey rule, man. Yeah, Dennis Pelfrey came up with this like 2020, whatever, 2019. Implemented a couple years ago. And I think they need to do it in the big leagues. I'm thinking it's electric. I know all the kids left, and there wasn't a crowd there, and it was kind of poopy because it felt like end of exhibition. It's weird.
Yeah.
Even when I was over at Bobby Jinks, because we were talking, and he's like, what are the rules on this again? So we were explaining it to him, and he's like, whoa, like, this is sick.
Yeah.
And after the game, he's like, man, that was nice. I'm heart pumping. I was like, yeah, it's great because it's over.
Yeah.
It's over in one half inning. You score, you win. You get 3 outs, you win.
Yep.
Like, it's awesome.
What was just going through my head was sudden death dodgeball from the dodgeball movie. That's all I could think of. But it is interesting. You start with the runner on first if you're on offense. If not, you just got to get 3 outs on defense and the game is over. Did not fall in the Y'all's favor this time. Just did not fall for it. We got Ed Johnson over to second in scoring position.
Yep.
They strike out the side. It was against a guy who kind of needed it in Duncan, who lost the game yesterday and strikes out the side today. He was pumping hard, though, and just didn't fall the Y'all's way. But you really like the sudden death. I think the only change I would want to it is I wish the home team didn't get to pick which one they wanted. Obviously, that gives you a big-time advantage. You already said it to me off tape that you would probably choose defense. I think defense is the easiest part. If that runner was on second, then maybe offense would be a lot easier because, move them over, sack fly. You keep playing that game. But
it's cool, though. What did you think about it?
I liked it. I liked that it ended. Obviously, you don't have to keep wasting pitchers, going into the 13th inning or so. But maybe I'm just a little...
it is going to be over.
Yeah. I think I'm just upset because the Y'alls lost it. So,
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Baby. I'm right there with you.
So then you got to say, okay, we lost a 6-6 ball game, which doesn't sound right. So that's how the Y'alls lost today. They're 1-1 on the series. We have the rubber match tomorrow. Yannicker Villalobos on the mound. It's another lefty-lefty battle. It seems both times we've had Villalobos on the mound, he's facing another lefty there. So it'd be good to see him come back and obviously finish up the series against Windy City, and then we'll head right to Schaumburg for a 2-game series against the Boomers, who are currently undefeated. So we just got their probables as well. Apparently, they're facing their guys, and that's gonna be a good series. I'm excited to see.
Fun one, baby. It's gonna be fun. Back on the dirt.
Yep, back on the dirt. Offense really gonna be popping for the Y'alls against some good defense. That's a heavyweight battle that I'm excited to see. Any other notes on the 2 games?
No, man. I thought the bullpen's been good. D-Will had a good inning today.
Got a big.
That was nice. Ross did his thing yesterday. I thought he looked really good. Gunnar Groen looked pretty sharp too. I thought he mixed his pitches well, attacked the zone a little bit better. Saw some nice mound presence out of him. And then obviously still waking up with his slider. His slider's a little bit more on point. That makes his fastball even harder to hit. But yeah, no, I'm happy with where we're at. Obviously, I don't like losing at all. But I'm happy and pleased with the way the club's playing, coming together. And see you tomorrow. Win a series.
Yeah. Go win the second series of the season. Y'all split so far with Thunderbolts. Game 3 coming up tomorrow, 10:35 Central, 11:35 Eastern. Catch it on Flow Sports. You can also follow the Twitter page. refreshing regularly on that Twitter page of Florence Y'all's Baseball. Check us out, obviously, YouTube, Florence Y'all's Baseball. And we'll catch you next time here on RnR Talk.